Okay, so let's say you are a sales manager and you've got some sales persons that work with you, work for you, and they're pretty autonomous. In other words, they work independently with, they're out of the office, so you can't really manage them anyway. You don't know what they're doing most of the time. Uh, but you know, and you basically trust them. But maybe once a week or so, you might call them. Call them on their cell phone, and say, "How's everything going?" And uh, they say, "Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Anything new happening? Did you make any new sales?" And they the salesman, let's say, says, "Yeah, I've got some good possibilities on the south side of town." And he said, "Okay, well, that's good. Well, just hope everything works out for you. I just wanted to call you and just kind of touch base with you, see what's up. I'm just touching base with all of you guys, or all of you salespersons, right? And I don't really want." And so the salesman says to you, "Did you want anything in particular?" And you said, "No, no, I'm just touching base with everybody. So all right, have a good day." Or you say, "Have a good day," or "Have a good one." That's another one. That's another expression. Instead, in the language learning textbooks, we say, "Have a good day." Yeah, that's fine. You can say that. But most of the time, I would say, "Have a good one." Have a good one. All right, have a good one. Right? Have a good one means have a good day. But it sounds more cool and casual to say, "All right, well, have a good one." Right? So, how else could you use this? So um, you really want to talk to your mom, but you sort of, you call her up, but you don't really have a reason. You just want to talk to your mom, right? And just to touch base, right? Just to sort of touch base. So you don't want your relationship to get distant. You're off to college or something like that, and she say, "So how is everything, honey? Is you doing fine?" And you say, "Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just touching base with you. How you doing?" You know, and or maybe your mom calls you, right? And she doesn't want you to think that she's trying to hang on. A lot of helicopters fly over my building. Okay, but anyway, your mom um, says, you say, "Mom, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need you to take care of me all the time." Hang on, I'm going to pause this. Okay, so the whole purpose of this touch base thing is to make it sound like there's no particular reason, or that it's a casual thing, right? And it's not such a big deal. So the the teenager goes off to college. The mom calls to see how he's doing, and the the kid wants to be independent, and the mom knows that, so she says, "I don't need anything. I'm just touching base with you. Is everything going all right?" Kind of like that. Or let's say a guy and a girl break up, and but they agree to be friends. So 3 weeks later, he calls. He doesn't want her to think that he's trying to renew something. So he says, "I'm just touching base with you. Everything cool? You know, you you know, everything fine? Anything new happening?" And he's just doing that as a friend. So I might do that sometimes. I'll contact somebody like that I haven't talked to in a while, and I just contacting them for the reason that I haven't talked to them in a while, and I want to touch base, which means I just don't want us to grow apart as friends or whatever. So, because if you don't touch, so it's based on baseball. You have to touch all of the bases, or you don't score. So it's kind of like, in the case of a friendship, like I've made this mistake, with one friend of mine. We went to college together, and I haven't touched base with him for years, and so we've grown apart. So it looks like if I should contact him now, it's like I'm contacting him out of the sky blue, which is another idiom, out of the sky blue. So, uh, I would have been better off to just maybe once a year just touch base with him and say how's it going, and but you sort of forget, and it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. One of those kind of things, like you didn't forget that friend, and you still uh, value that friend, but it's out of sight, out of mind. One of those kind of things, that you don't think about it if you don't see it. That's another idiom, right? I don't know if I've done a video on it or not, but you know, let's say if you study abroad. I know this girl who said that you know, when she went from Korea to the United States, she had a boyfriend, but it was like an out of, she said that, but it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. And that's really kind of the way it goes, right? But and that's why people touch base, because it's out of sight, out of mind. You want to stay in touch with your friends, so you touch base every now and then. Okay, so I think I've covered everything. So if you like these videos, don't forget to like the videos and comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you on the next idiom.